This video is sponsored by Squarespace, so stay tuned to find out just how easy it is to start building your own website.
So much has happened since my last video. Before I get you caught up though, look at the insane amount of shiny checks. Oh no, one of them just despawned. I better get to checking. I'm telling you, rest stops along the highways, some of the craziest cluster spawns that you'll ever find in Pokemon Go. Alright, we've also got Team Rocket here, and as you can tell, I might have already tried this battle, so I know what she's using. I'm still going to go in Great League because I just think it's more fun. It's more challenging that way. But here we go. I finally get a shot at one of the most coveted Shadow Pokemon. Shadow Charmander. Shadow Charizard here. So, let's see if I can pull this off with these Great League beaters. Come on. God. Whiscash. Really putting in work. Not going to have a fun time against Charizard though. Nailed it. Aww, look at him. So evil. So cute. So, while I'm catching this, why don't I just update you on the latest Pokemon Go news. Ralts Community Day move has been announced. It's Synchronoise for both Gardevoir and Gallade. Synchronoise is a Psychic type move. It has a special effect in the main series where it only damages Pokemon of the same type. Obviously, we're not going to see that in Pokemon Go because we don't have those kinds of secondary effects just yet. But hopefully it follows in the pattern of Community Day moves being very strong, and I'm sure it will. So we'll finally have a good, I'm hoping, a good Psychic type move for PvP, and hopefully it'll also be a good Psychic type move for raids as well. In other news, here's what's been going on in my life. When we last left off, I was just leaving Glacier National Park and heading to the Gorge. Morning, just doing some editing here at the RV park that I stayed in last night. Now I'm probably going to head over to Starbucks right across the highway and keep working over there. Today I have some free time, actually. I'm going to the Gorge later for Above and Beyond's Group Therapy Weekender. I'm meeting up with a bunch of friends. They're flying into Seattle and then driving over later tonight. I think we're meeting around 11, maybe midnight, depending on how long it takes them. So that means I kind of have all day to myself. To be honest, I kind of want to play some Magic the Gathering. I found a card shop that's 45 minutes, an hour from the Gorge, so I'm thinking I might go there, kill some time in the evening, and then meet up with my friends. But for the entire day, probably just gonna keep working, bang out these edits. Once again, pulled over at a rest stop, uploading a video. I saw a big cell tower here somewhere, so I figured probably good connection, and video's done. Seems like no shinies though. Now once again, working in the car. I need to make a thumbnail for this video, so here we go. Lap desk. Then disaster struck. Well, it happened. That fuse finally went out. So, getting rid of this faulty wiring harness, putting in the new one. Oh, this is becoming a whole thing. The new wiring harness doesn't work at all. So, I bought this, generic. Now I have to splice these wires into one of my connectors. I might miss Friday Night Magic. I know a lot of you are thinking, man, trailer looks like a lot of fun. I've seen it in the comments. Just know, this is part of it too. My Franken harness is complete. Are you kidding me? I got brake lights, I got turn signals. Running lights still aren't working. It's probably just my wiring though. It wasn't. Well, F&M is canceled. It's not canceled, I'm not going. It's almost 7, it's like 6:45. I've spent the last 2.5 hours working on this wiring. Gone through nearly a whole box of fuses, trying to track down the source of the short. I haven't found the exact location, but I know which circuit it's on, so I've disconnected it. It's the running lights on the trailer, which is okay. It just means I can't drive at night. Brake lights work, turn signals work. So as long as I'm driving during the day, it's okay. It just means daytime driving until I get home or to a place where I can really get under or into the trailer and find out where that circuit is shorting out. So what that means is now I'm just gonna go straight to the gorge, get as near to the gorge as I can, and then meet up with my friends. So I don't have to drive very far once we've met up. If I have one of them in front of me and one of them behind me, I think it's fine. Trailer life's not easy. It's fun. It's rewarding. But when your trailer's 56 years old, it comes with some problems. I need to eat something. So after 3 hours of working on the lighting, I finally just picked up, headed to the gorge for a weekend of my favorite music with some of my favorite people. And after 2 weeks on the road alone, traveling, which by the way, as an introvert, I love, it was still really nice to meet up with so many of my friends, to meet some of you even, who are also Above and Beyond fans, and then of course, all the strangers. You talk to strangers when you see Above and Beyond, you make new friends. That's what happens. It's a beautiful experience. So I saw Above and Beyond for, I don't know, probably the 40th time. I got to see a ton of Inch Unit Deep artists whose music I've been using in the videos recently. Again, links are always in the description. I even got to do one Team Rocket Pokestop during the invasion on Sunday. So here's a quick recap of what the weekend was like. Did I mention that it felt like the weekend flew by? I guess it always does when you're having fun. Anyway, that brings us to yesterday, where I headed up to Mount Baker.
Good morning from my campsite in what is not actually a campground. I'm in the Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest. And the great thing about national forests in the US is that you can really sort of camp anywhere. Dispersed camping is allowed in national forests. There's some restrictions. You kind of have to be away from main roads, I think. But almost anywhere in a national forest you can stop and camp. So this area during the winter is like a snow park, and they do winter activities here. During the summer, it's a great place to camp for free. Today's plan is to visit Artist Point. For those of you who have maybe seen my second channel, my old channel, you might know that before the trailer, before Pokemon Go, I had a van. I did a road trip in a van that I built out a bed in, and this was one of the stops in my van. I went up to Artist Point between Mount Baker and Mount Shuckson, so I'm headed up there again to kind of just revisit. I thought it would be fun to revisit one of the stops that I made on my last solo road trip like this. So, after some coffee and some breakfast, we're headed up this incredibly windy road for a beautiful hike.
Clouds are coming in now, but there's a ski resort nearby, which means I actually have service. So, eggs hatching after that walk. I think it looked like there's Rayquaza. What Pokemon is that back there? Smoochum. It looked like 3 candies earned with my buddy, so not a bad Smoochum. We know all about Rayquaza. Got some decent distance on that hike. We're up to 9 kilometers this week. Oh, Glenn. Yes, that's my 3rd lucky friend only. I haven't done any of my lucky trades yet, so we'll have to make those happen soon. We are at the Wild Goose Trailhead up here near Mount Baker, Mount Shuksan over there. 7-day Pokestop streak. Better get there it is. 7.3 kilometers on that hike just now. Still no shiny for me. 7-day catch as well. Shiny coughing. You know, the air's pretty clean up here, so if you're gonna catch a coughing, should it be shiny? Is shiny more toxic or less toxic? It has purple gas. It's probably pretty bad. Alright, what about research? Ooh, I do have one I can claim. Get all the dailies out of the way in one fell swoop. Or one Asian squat. It's the end of another long day of driving. I've been on the road for 2 weeks now. I haven't talked to my mom in a while, so I'm just gonna call and check in.
Please leave your message.
Maybe my dad wants to talk to me.
Hello, Nick.
Hey, Dad, have you ever needed to build a website?
Have I ever needed to?
Yeah, from websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business.
Are you filming a commercial right now, or what?
They have great features like a traffic overview that lets you see how visits, unique visitors, page views, and trends over time. You can gain insight into the top traffic sources, products, device types, browsers, and operating systems by visits. What do you think of that?
Wow, that's pretty amazing. Did you memorize that?
Yeah, totally memorized all of it. You can even use video backgrounds, create a powerful visual experience. I know you're all about that. Bring your website background to life with a video of your choice. What would you choose?
Well, what do you mean, what would I choose? It's all the same company, isn't it?
What video background? Of course you're going to choose Squarespace. It's the best.
Oh, okay. Other than that, where are you right now?
Oh, I'm here scheduling a post through Squarespace. Entry scheduling lets you schedule entries to be published in the future.
And where is here?
Right here is at the link in the description, squarespace.com/trainertips.
I see.
Yep, you can go there for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/trainertips to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Wow.
Anyway,
Sounds like you.
great to talk to you. Love you. I'll check in again soon. Bye.
That's it? Love you.